I'm originally from this area. I've been in missions with Youth with a Mission for the last 13 years, and I've been living in the Himalayas for 8 years. As I was sitting in church last week listening to Pastor Chris's message on everyday moments, it made me think of this story of when we had been doing this Bible study with some people in our community, and every week there was an action step. And so one week my action step was share the gospel with one person. It was the last day, and I remember just walking through my neighborhood and asking, Jesus, who do you want me to share with? And he spoke to me and he said, go buy eggs. So I walked around the corner and I went to the shop, and there's a woman who's usually sitting in there, and she seemed really sad. And I just asked her, are you doing okay? And can I pray for you in Jesus' name? And she just started crying and she said, you know Jesus? And I was like, yes, I know Jesus. And it opened up this conversation for the next 2 to 3 hours. I sat with her in her living room and she just cried and had just shared with me about different pains. She just had this total met by love moment in her living room. And it just was that moment of, okay, it was an everyday moment. 15 years ago, I started coming to this church, and when I came here, I was insecure and I didn't think that my voice mattered. I was so afraid to speak to anyone. And I remember sitting at Gateway, and it was the first prophetic word I had ever gotten, and someone gave me a word that there was a lion, a bold lion inside of me that was ready to be released. I was afraid to even talk on the phone to someone, and now that God's led me across nations of the world to share the love of Jesus, and it doesn't always have to look like a specific way, or that maybe you're not an evangelist, or maybe you're not a teacher, but what is God saying to you specifically where you are? What has He placed inside of you that you can give to maybe your neighbors or people in need or someone at the grocery store? Where you are, you can be a missionary. You can share about Jesus any place that you go. The simple obedience and the yes that you're giving here, your everyday yeses here, are having an impact around the world. Friendship with Jesus has been so important. Meeting Him and just conversing, having moments of crazy moments, seeing salvations, but then moments of maybe loneliness or feeling sad, and having Him meet me in those moments of feeling when things are really amazing and when things are also difficult, of having that friend who knowing that He's been there with me the whole time.